Hi everybody, back again with another video today. This is called The Greatest Punk Band of All Time. We're going to find out who the greatest punk band is of all time. We'll all know by the end of the video. So what I've done is I've got on this website called Challenge, and I've asked ChatGPT to come up with 64 punk bands. They're going to go head to head like the World Cup, and then we're going to whittle it down to round of 32, round of 16, and then it'll be quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. Then we'll know who the greatest punk band is of all time. I can't just enjoy these bands. We have to always, decide who is the best band definitively on this channel. I like to put myself through that pain. So as you can see, we've got the classics like Sex Pistols, Clash, Ramones, Damned, and then we've got bands like Minor Threat, Black Flag, all that. You can see them all, can't you? Let's just start. Let's go for it. Oh, this is completely random. Who's against who as well. So, yeah. Let's start. Propaganda or Bad Religion. Both really good bands. Both political bands. Both two of the best bands for politics. I mean, Bad Religion, they've made the same album 17 times. That's unfair. That is unfair. I'd say the last sort of 20 years, they have just released the same sort of song for the past 20 years. But that's fine. It's a good song. Propaganda are also really good. I think they're a bit too experimental, a bit too post-hardcore. Is that what you call it? For me, I prefer Bad Religion's more simplistic Ramones on heroin. Ramones on speed. That's what I meant. It's like Ramones, political Ramones on speed, isn't it? And I love Greg Graffin's voice so much. So that's quite an easy one for me. Bad Religion, you're going through to the round of 32. How do I do this? Verify the winner, Bad Religion, submit scores. Right, what do I do now? Oh my goodness. What's happened? Yes, Bad Religion are through. Right, okay. That's interesting how this has happened. Crass against the Exploited, because they're two bands who sort of notoriously hate each other. I don't actually think that's true. I think Watty just doesn't like everybody. And he wasn't keen on the old anarcho punk. Crass had Punk is Dead. Yes, it's right. Punk is dead. And Exploited had Punk's Not Dead. Punk's Not Dead, no! So, is Punk dead or Punk not dead? Out of these two, I would say I'm going to go for Punk is Dead. I'm going to go Crass. The Exploited, they're a bit postcard punk, aren't they? They've got some good tunes, but for me, Feeding of the 5,000 is one of the most... What am I trying to say here? It's one of the seminal, that's the word I'm looking for. I'd say that is a seminal album. So for that reason, let's put Crass into the next round. Fantastic. All right then. So Negative Approach and Pennywise. Okay. I think out of the two bands, I prefer... The best song out of those two bands is Tied Down. I love that song. I hadn't heard of them until I got to Tied Down TV. I got really into that channel. Started checking out some stuff. I love that song Tied Down. It's such a classic. But on the whole, I think Pennywise have got the better catalogue. So let's go Pennywise on that one. I think as well you can do this. You can do this quiz online. So feel free to go for it. I'm sure you can work out how to find it. Okay, TSOL or the Circle Jerks. All right, interesting. So my favourite punk song of all time is Abolish Government, Silent Majority by TSOL. But I'd say I prefer more Circle Jerks songs. Like, I think their first album is probably better than TSOL. But I need to hear Abolish Government, Silent Majority. So for that reason, and that reason only, I'm picking TSOL. True State of Liberty... You've gone through. Well done. It's a bit of a long-winded affair, this, isn't it? All right, then. Maybe I should have just done 32 bands. Please stay, like and subscribe. All right, so we've got Rancid and the Misfits. Rancid and the Misfits. The Misfits, I think, are overrated. I think they've got 4 or 5 brilliant songs, whereas Rancid have got 4 or 5 brilliant albums. So that's a quick one for me. Rancid, you are the victors. I'm worried I'm going to do one of these by accident. I'm going to end up seeing the bloody Misfits in the semi-final or something. Okay, Social Distortion or Soft Play. Ooh, okay. 2 different bands. One's pretty rock and roll. The other's pretty intense modern punk with just 2 people. if I was going to see either of them live, I've seen Soft Play and I've not seen they were Slaves, weren't they? I've never seen Social Distortion, but if I had to pick between the two, I'd rather go and see Soft Play. They're really good live. So for that reason, Soft Play, you are the winners. Okay, the Germs or the Inner Terrestrials. Now, some of you might have not ever. I can't speak. Now, some of you, I can't speak. Some of you might have not heard of the Inner Terrestrials. You need to hang your heads in shame. I think they're the most underrated band in the history of punk. They're just incredible. You can dance to them, you know. They're like a ska band, but not cheesy. They're really good. So I never took to the Germs. I've tried to get into the Germs many times, and I've never been able to get into them. So for that reason, Inner Terrestrials, you are the winners. All right, Conflict versus the Descendants. That's good. That's a good little battle, that, because there's two completely different bands. I think the production on the Conflict album I've got, The Ungovernable Force, is terrible. The production on it is so bad. The songs are so good, but the production on it's awful. I prefer Milo Goes to College. I think that's a solid album. I think Conflict can be too serious as well, so for that reason, I'm going to go for the Descendants. They're more fun. So let's have the Descendants. NoFX or the Dead Kennedys? Oh, God. How is this? How am I going to eliminate one of these bands within the first round? Oh, this is giving me a headache. I absolutely love both of these bands. Oh, I thought this could have been the final, to be honest. Oh, NoFX or the Dead Kennedys? People are probably screaming at me on the video saying, obviously, why have you not picked X? Or X are coming up, you know what I mean? Oh, I don't know. I think Plastic Surgery Disasters is such a classic album. Oh, the Dead Kennedys are such a one-off. NoFX were the first punk band I ever heard, so I'm going to give it to NoFX. I've got more memories with NoFX. Oh, this feels so wrong, though. That feels wrong. That feels wrong. All right, the Avengers or Oi Polloi. Well, considering I only know one Avengers song, Teenage Rebel, which is really good, I prefer Oi Polloi. They're a bit like Conflict. They can be a bit too serious, but they do a bit of silly stuff as well. Not really silly. Silly's probably the wrong word. A little more light-hearted. I would love to see Oi Polloi. I've never seen them. They're one of the bands I've never seen that I'd love to see. I know I've just said that in a different way, but... All right, Adolescence or the Ramones. The Adolescence, that first album's absolutely class. Amoeba, Kids of the Black Hole. They're like some of the best punk songs ever written. But the Ramones should have had like 20 number one hits. The Ramones are just genius. They're iconic to me. I don't understand how they're not bigger. I don't get how they didn't have 20 number ones. Maybe because the lyrics were so weird. But yeah, I've got to go Ramones there. Gotta go Ramones. They're one of my first punk bands as well. It's Alive. What an album. X or DOA? Ooh. Sounded very camp there. Ooh. X or DOA? There's too many letters involved here. I love the dual singing of X. I love that. I think it's really unique. Not many bands have got that. Even though it's quite monotone. They all sing. I don't know if you've noticed that with X. She always sings on the same line. All of her songs go like that. They always sing on the same line all the time. It goes like that every song. But it does sound good. So, I do like DOA as well. I love that album they did with Jello Biafra. Biafra. But, yeah, let's go X. X, you're the winners. How do I do this? Oh, yeah. I swear there's going to be a band in here that shouldn't be in here. Minor Threat or Black Flag? People are probably thinking this is a lot harder than it actually is. But it's Minor Threat. It's Minor Threat by a long way. Minor Threat, arguably, I don't want to do spoilers. Are they the best hardcore punk band of all time, Minor Threat? I think so. The first two EPs are just flawless, aren't they? There's not a second wasted. I think Black Flag are overrated. I think the first 4 years are good. Damaged is a good album, but it doesn't touch Minor Threat at all. So that's a clear winner for me. We're just a Minor Threat. Leftover Crack or Green Day? Do you know what? I cannot stand Leftover Crack. I think they're one of the most overrated bands in the history of the world. I don't like the singer. There's something about him. I think he's been doing some bad stuff, hasn't he? I don't know. I just don't like Leftover Crack. All the songs sound the same. It's the same chord sequence all the time. His voice is annoying. They're a bit dark, aren't they? Whereas Green Day have a couple of good albums. Let's go Green Day. I'm not like a mega. Well, obviously, I'm not a fan of Leftover Crack, but I'm not a mega fan of Green Day either. But Green Day, you've won that. I should have just done 32 bands. Embrace or X-Ray Specs. I'm going to speed up a little bit. Embrace were alright, but X-Ray Specs are more iconic for me. Sorry, Ian. You've already got Minor Threat in the mix anyway. X-Ray Specs, even though they only did one album, they're an iconic band. They were unique. They've set off thousands of imitators, so let's have X-Ray Specs. X-Ray Specs. Okay, Choking Victim or the Buzzcocks. Now, I've just been saying I don't like Leftover Crack and Choking Victim are pretty much the same band. If I had to listen to one, it probably would be Choking Victim. They seem a bit more upbeat. But the Buzzcocks, they're like an English Ramones for me. They, they should have had loads more hits and they should have been bigger. So therefore, I'm going for the Buzzcocks. Okay, Operation Ivy or Wire. That's a really easy one for me. Obviously, it is Operation Ivy. I don't really know Wire very well at all. I didn't want to include... I didn't want to tweak the list too much, but yeah, Operation Ivy, seminal. Seminal, is that the right word? Iconic. Oh, what have I done here? Oh, hang on. Have I done that right? Operation Ivy. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Operation Ivy. Okay, the restarts all 7 seconds. The restarts have been quite nice to me on this channel now and again. Had some nice messages off them, but personally, The Crew is one of my favourite albums of all time. So I've got to go 7 seconds. Sorry, guys. The Cramps or Napalm Death. I don't really care about either of these bands, to be honest. If I had to listen to one, if I had to go and see one live, I'd go and see Napalm Death. Subhumans or Off. Again, that's quite an easy one for me. Big Subhumans fan. Off are a good band. Sorry, Keith. Black Flag, Circle Jerks. Did Circle Jerks go through? No, they didn't. So, Keith, sorry about that, mate. Keith Morris. Subhumans it is. Love the Subhumans. They've never done a bad album, in my opinion. Lambrini Girls or Idols. Okay, two modern punk bands. Two modern punk bands. I'm going to go for the Lambrini Girls. Their new album, if you've not heard it, is incredible. It's called Who Let the Dogs Out. It's not Baha Men. There's no Baha Men covers on there, unfortunately. Yeah, well done. Okay, Sex Pistols or Discharge. I don't know Discharge. They're a bit like the Germs for me. I've tried to get into them a few times and they're just not... I don't know, they're not hitting the spot. I don't know. So, for that reason, I'm going to go Sex Pistols. I love that first album. Well, it's their only album, isn't it? But I love it. Okay, now we've got Regan Youth or Suicidal Tendencies. I only really know one song by both of these bands. And because the video is so amazing for Institutionalized, I'm going Suicidal Tendencies. It's got to be. Okay, The Clash or Less Than Jake. That's easy. Let's click that one. Obviously, it's Less Than Jake. No, I'm only joking. It's The Clash, isn't it? It's The Clash. Don't need explaining. I think I've done too many, People are going to be bored watching this. Don't switch off, please. Just skip ahead if you want to see the final. Two Sick Monkeys or the Partisans. I do love Police Story, but Two Sick Monkeys are more up my street. So there we go. Okay, Oscar or Mad Sin. Oscar have got some classic songs on the Punkorama albums, but Mad Sin, they're one of the best bands you'll ever see. Survival of the Sickest is an incredible album. There's not much psychobilly on here, so let's pick Mad Sin. Okay, Middle Class or SNFU. Two bands I don't really know that well, I'll be honest. Middle Class, similar to X, sings on the same line all the time. Out of vogue. Out of vogue. Out of vogue. Middle class, well done, you've won. The Dead Boys or the Dead Boys or the Dropkick Murphys. I'm gonna go for the Dropkick Murphys. Dead Boys have got one good song, which is called Sonic Reducer. Ain't no loser. Well, you are a loser in this case, the Dead Boys. You are the loser. Dropkick Murphy as well, right? The big boys, they want to release new music with Steve Beta's AI or something. I'm sure there's an AI controversy with them. Okay, Bad Brains or the Rite of Spring. That's really easy. It's obviously the Bad Brains. Rite of Spring, not the Stravinsky piece. That's Rite of Spring. Fugazi or Citizen Fish. Two completely different bands. I'm going to go Fugazi. We've already got Dick Lucas on the list. We've already got Ian on the list, but he can come back again. Well done, Mr. Mackay. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it? The Damned or Rudimentary Peni. I'm going to go the Damned. Let's get through it a bit faster. Rudimentary Peni. Got some great songs, but the Damned are just amazing. Stiff Little Fingers or Fear. Fear are a bit postcard punk, aren't they? Stiff Little Fingers, that first album, amazing. All right, excellent. Goodbye to all those bands. We've lost 32 bands. All right, let's just do that. Get on to the top 32. All right, okay. Bad Religion or Crass? Oh, I don't know, I mean, Feeding of the 5,000. That album, I remember that had such an impact on me when I first heard it. I've got to go Bad Religion though. If I had to listen to the whole discography and had to go and pick one to see live, I'd go and watch Bad Religion, even though I'm very curious about Crass. That's weird. By Crass, that feels weird. All right, Pennywise or TSOL? I mean, Abolish Government is a good song, and I listen to that 3 or 4 times in a row sometimes. But I think TSOL were a bit lucky to get past the first round anyway, so I'm going to pick Pennywise again. Let's pick Pennywise. Okay, Rancid or Soft Play? Okay, Rancid. Amazing bass lines. Slaves haven't even got a bass player. So, I was going to say on that basis, I'll pick Rancid, but there's more than just that. Rancid can do more varied stuff. I love Slaves, Soft Play, but we'll go Rancid. Oh, I nearly stopped the bloody recording then. Well done, Rancid, you're through to the last 16. Okay, Inner Terrestrials or Descendants. Now, I told you I do like the Inner Terrestrials, and they are underrated, and they are better than the Descendants. They've got a better discography. They're amazing live. I love Jay's voice. Jay's got an amazing voice. So, Inner Terrestrials it is. All right, NoFX or Oi Polloi. That's quite an easy one for me. NoFX had more impact on me. The drummer's incredible. They write a lot of varied songs. Oi Polloi good, but they're not NoFX level for me. All right, Ramones or X? I've got to go away from the monotone singing. You can't beat Joey Ramone's voice. So for me, Ramones. Okay. Minor Threat or Green Day? Again, that's a really easy one. This is easier than the bloody first round. It's Minor Threat. It is Minor Threat. We're just a Minor Threat. Green Day are awful live. There you go. I said it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, X-Ray Specs or the Buzzcocks. I feel hard. Oh, this is difficult. I just think Singles Going Steady is such a classic. Even though X-Ray Specs, there's something about that band. But I'm going Buzzcocks. I've seen the Buzzcocks about 8 times. I won't see him again without Pete Shelley. But, yeah, amazing band. Op Ivy or 7 Seconds? Op Ivy have got more memorable songs, memorable lyrics, I think. And there's not much Ska on the list, is there? Let's go Up Ivy. Okay. Napalm Death or the Subhumans. Yeah, this is a lot easier for some reason. The round of 64 was a lot harder than the round of 32. Let's see if the round of 16 is any more difficult. Oh, this is hard because we're going old against new here. Oh, I love the guitar sound of that Sex Pistols album. But those Lamborghini Girls songs are so good on that new album. Oh, this feels wrong. If I pick pick someone. This is tough. I can't not pick the Sex Pistols. I had my finger hovering over Lamborghini Girls then. I'm going Sex Pistols. Oh, I had to do that quick. That feels a bit wrong, that. The Clash or Suicidal Tendencies. I love Institutionalized, but The Clash, the first, well, London Calling in the first album and quite a few of the singles and some other songs, The Clash win that. Two Sick Monkeys or Mad Sin. Oh, I feel bad leaving out of Two Sick Monkeys, but I just love Mad Sin. I love Mad Sin. So, sorry, Pete. Mad Sin it is. Yeah, there's a room. Two Sick Monkeys got the title of being the best band in the world anyway. The Middle Class or Dropkick Murphys. I don't really listen to the Dropkick Murphys anymore, but I would have to say, in my teenage years, Dropkick Murphys, I'm going for them. So, Bad Brains or Fugazi. Ooh. I think after the first album, Bad Brains were done, whereas I think the Fugazi had a better lifespan. I'm going Fugazi. Yeah, I'm going Fugazi. Is this going to be Ian or Ian in the final? I wonder. That's interesting. I don't expect that, to be honest. Okay, the Damned or Stiff Little Fingers. I love the first Stiff Little Fingers album, but Machine Gun Etiquette all the way. Captain Sensible's guitaring is just phenomenal. What a guitarist. All right, what are we on now? Round 4. What's that? The top? Hang on. 64, 32. Okay, top 16. Okay. Wait, what round are we on here? Round 3. What am I doing? Okay, Bad Religion or Pennywise. Easy. Bad Religion. Suffer, No Control. Stranger Than Fiction. Pennywise haven't got as many good albums. I was hoping Inner Terrestrials would get further, but Rancid for me. It's Rancid and my band. One of my bands. So are Inner Terrestrials, but do you know what I mean by that? Some bands you feel like they belong to you, like this one. Oh, God. Am I saying, oh, God, this is not good. Again, I don't want to get rid of either of these. I'm going NoFX. They've had the longer career. That feels wrong as well. That feels wrong. NoFX it is. Minor Threat or the Buzzcocks. I mean, I've just got rid of Ramones, and they're quite a poppy band. So I feel like the Buzzcocks should go through, but those first 2 EPs, Out of Step as well. It doesn't get old. So I'm going Minor Threat. Okay, Operation Ivy or the Subhumans. That's quite an easy one for me. It's the Subhumans. That's easy. I don't think that, like I said, I don't think they've done a bad album. Ooh. Sex Pistols or The Clash. I think I'm going to go for The Clash. They had far more varied songs. I mean, Sandinista was horrendous, but putting the whole discography on the line, I'd rather listen to The Clash. Let's go Clash. I'm surprised they got this far, to be honest. Mad Sin or Dropkick Murphys. I'm still holding the torch for Mad Sin here. It's Mad Sin all the way. I mean, I stopped listening to Dropkick Murphys when I was about 17. I went to a gig of theirs and there was just so many macho sausages. Try not to swear on the channel. I could just edit it out, but like I was in the mosh pit, and if you bump into them, they're like massive blokes, and they push you as hard as he can. I was only like 16, 17. I was quite skinny when I saw them. And they just like bash into you. They push you. They stand on the edge and they're like, you're at a punk gig. People are going to bash into you if you're standing on the edge of the pit. All right, Fugazi or The Damned. I know I was saying all that stuff about Fugazi having a varied discography and a better thing than the Bad Brains, but Machine Gun Etiquette alone is just incredible. I saw them do it live at Rebellion as well, and it was amazing. Captain Sensible, is he the best guitarist in punk? Wait, how is this the semi-final? Oh, hang on. I'm just getting confused. Bad Religion or Rancid? Oh, that's hard, that. That could have been the final, Bad Religion or Rancid. I just think Rancid, they had a golden period of Life Won't Wait, 2000, Indestructible, Out Come the Wolves. 4 albums in a row that are just incredible. And I love Bad Religion. I love Greg Graffin's voice. He's probably got the best voice in punk, but I've got to go Rancid. When I say best voice in punk, I mean technically he's amazing. NoFX or Minor Threat. Ooh. Well, that's hard, you know. I've got this sentimental thing about NoFX, but they can be so bad live. I just think there's that first. I know I keep saying it about Minor Threat, but those first 2 EPs are just amazing. There's not a bad song. There's not a bad second on it. Outer Step's amazing as well. This doesn't feel difficult to pick Minor Threat. I'm going to pick Minor Threat, you know. We've already got quite a few bands similar to NoFX in the semi, haven't we? Okay, the Subhumans or the Clash. I've seen the Subhumans about 8 times. They're far more interesting to me than the Clash, even though they're probably less varied. That's probably unfair, actually. They have done quite, Worlds Apart's quite a varied album, isn't it? I'd say the first 4 or 5 Subhumans albums are pretty different from each other. I'm going to go Subhumans, just because I've got so many good memories of seeing them live. Okay, Subhumans it is. Madsen or The Damned. I'm surprised both of these bands have got as far as they have, you know. Oh, I've got a romantic thing about Madsen as well. That damn Machine Gun Etiquette. I prefer Survival of the Sickest to Machine Gun Etiquette, though. So I'm going to go Madsen. One of the best bands I've ever seen. Saw them support Lars Fredriksson and they were amazing. All right, what's this now? The semi-final. Rancid or Minor Threat? Do you know what? Minor Threat, it was a good run. I just think Rancid they're a level above. Life Won't Wait. Just it's 70 minutes long. You've got every type of music on it. It's flawless. There's no skips. Whereas Minor Threat are amazing, but their entire discography is 48 minutes long. And one of Rancid's 10 albums is 70 minutes long. I don't know what that I don't even know what that means. I'm going Rancid. Rancid. Who's in the final? Subhumans or Madsen? I'm surprised Subhumans have got this far. I can't keep putting Madsen through just based on one album and a really good live performance. The Subhumans are one of the best punk bands live ever. They're so tight. Musically, they're phenomenal. I mean, Dick Lucas gets a lot of the credit, doesn't he? But I'm going Subhumans. I'm going Rancid against the Subhumans. That's weird. I thought some more bands would have. I didn't think this would be the final. I thought they'd be near the final, but right, let's do the final then. Rancid or the Subhumans. So, I don't think I can pick it as the Subhumans. The Subhumans are amazing, but I just think Rancid's whole package of having 3 singers, a bass player, which is just out of this world, catchy songs, listening to them since I was 12. It took me a while to get into the Subhumans. My mate played them to me when I was about 16, and I was like, I'm not ready for this. It took me a long time to get into them. But yeah, I do love the Subhumans, but I just think Rancid had 4 albums in a row that are just could be the best punk albums of all time. I'll say them again. Out Come the Wolves, Life Won't Wait, Rancid 2000, and Indestructible. And those 4 albums just sound like they could be 4 different bands. And then live as well, they just bring that. I hate saying the word vibe because I'm not Gen Z, but they bring the vibe with them. So I'd love to see the Subhumans support Rancid, I think. But do you know what? I thought Rancid would probably win this, and it's fair. I don't feel bad not clicking the Subhumans. I was quite surprised they got this far, actually. So there we go. Rancid are the winners. Do they get a little fanfare or anything? Or is that it? What do they get? There you go. So where does it say that then? It should say, Rancid are the best punk band of all time. Why does it not say that? I can't find anywhere. Oh, that's a bit anticlimactic, isn't it? There you go. So do you agree? Do you disagree? Was there bands like left off where you think, hang on a minute, why weren't such and such on it? Where the hell were... I'm trying to think of a band that should have been on it that weren't on it. Where were... I added Green Day because I was about to make the video. I was like, where's Green Day? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. That was fun, wasn't it? Like, share and subscribe and all that. I've got a podcast. I review albums. I put them in order. Yeah, and I just waffle on about music. Like, share and subscribe and all that. Trying to reach 500 subscribers. So feel free. Feel free to, spread the word. Love you all. See you in the next one.